Hey guys, Vyoki here, and I'm here with my first ever attempt at a tutorial video for Minecraft. So I was watching Minecraft Ultra Hardcore Season 9 Episode 4 last night. Spoiler alert, I'm going to say some spoilers, something about the episode. I was watching the fairly hardcore team's perspective, and as they left the Nether, they tried to trap their Nether Portal by pouring lava over it. Now, I think quite a lot of people don't seem to realise that it's actually quite easy to escape from a Nether Portal that's been trapped, and so I'm making this tutorial to show you how to do it. Here's what you're going to need: blocks, a water bucket, a lava bucket, a pickaxe, which I'm using a efficiency 5 just for the sake of the tutorial. An iron pickaxe would probably be all you have by the time you go to the Nether. And possibly a piston and a lever, depending on how the trap's set up. So there are a couple of different variations on this trap, and I'm going to show you how to break out of each of them in turn, starting with the easiest. Now, I'm pretty certain I know all the variations. There may be ones I don't know about, but well, I'll just show you the ones I know how to break out of. So, the very easiest one, the first one you will probably see most often, is just a regular Nether portal with 2 bits of lava over the top. The lava pours down in front of the portal face, and when someone comes through the Nether and ends up in the portal, they can't get out because they can't break any blocks when they're in the portal, and they can't move. They can't place any blocks either. So if they try and move, they just get killed by lava. Okay, so here's how you get out of this one. Okay, I'm in survival mode now, and in the Nether. I'm about to go through the portal, and there's one last thing I need to mention. It's kind of one of the 3 rules that you need to follow when playing basically ultra hardcore or any survival situation, PvP, where this trapped portal may occur. When going from the Nether to the overworld, always have a water bucket on your hotbar before you go into the portal. Like, if there could be a trapped portal on the other end. And the reason you do this is when you're standing inside the portal frame, or sorry, standing inside the portal blocks, you cannot open your inventory. So, if it's not on your hotbar, you can't use it. Okay, here we go. So we go through, and second rule, you never move when you're going through the portal, because you may come out to this. Okay, so how to break out of it. You look upwards, face up, hold down the space bar, and place your water bucket, and make certain you only click once. If you hold down the click button, or double click the water bucket and pick it back up again, you may die. You probably will die in some of these Nether Portal traps. But anyway, we're now kind of pretty much safe. With this version of the trap, we can easily break out from the side, just like so, and we're out and we are safe. So that was variation number 1. Here's number 2. It gets a little bit trickier. Basically, if the Nether Portal is flat on the ground, the lava, when the portal blocks are broken, the lava will try and flow into where the portal is, and it will kill you if you're standing there. So let's do this one. Okay, back in survival mode, we are stuck in the portal. So again, face up, hold down space, place your water buckets, and now you see this time the lava has tried to flow into where the portal is, and the water has turned it into cobblestone. Now, if I had not been facing up and holding down space, these blocks would have been generated where I'm standing and pushed me out into the lava. As you can see, if I break them, lava flows in. Now, again, with this version, once we've got the portal disabled, we can very easily break our way out. Oops. And we're free. Okay, that was variation number 2. Number 3. So again in the ground, although that one's pretty much the same. What if someone has poured the lava all over the portal and not just at the front and the back? What if they've gone like this and poured it down the sides as well? It becomes a little bit more difficult. Because we're not just going to be able to break 2 blocks and get out. So, I'll show you how to break out this one. Okay, variation number 3. Face up, hold down space, place water buckets. Now, you always do this when going from the Nether to the overworld. The reason is that you don't know what kind of portal that you're going to be running into, so you always do it. If you spawn in and are stuck. Anyway, with this one, we try and break out the side, and oh dear, there's lava at the side as well. So, how to get out of this one? It's fairly easy. Actually, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. I'll show you the way I normally do it. Place blocks until you get to this point. So you just aim this way and place blocks randomly until you get a wall up. Then what you do is you dig out the bottom block, place a block there, place a block there. Now, here's the tricky bit. When I break this block, there's lava above it, and it will flow down. And the only way I've found to get past this is to basically break this block, go in there, turn around, and place a block very quickly above your head. To make this safer, when you break the block, wait until the lava's flown, like this, and then place a block. And this will, I think, ensure that when you break this block, the lava will not instantly flow down, which sometimes happens. Okay. There we go. So, you now have to repeat this because the lava will keep flowing. So, you see instantly the lava flowed down that time, but if we break it, wait for it to flow, and place a block, it shouldn't do that. And so long as you're quick and you practice this a little bit, it's not too difficult. So wait for it to flow, sometimes it takes a little while. And sometimes it doesn't like to do it at all, and I don't know why. Kinda just have to cross your fingers and hope it doesn't happen. Okay, and I think that's it. It's not flowing anymore. Yep, good. And we're out. Okay, that was variation number 3. Now, what if someone builds the portal up in the sky so there are no blocks to place your blocks against? This may happen. I kind of doubt it, because who the hell is going to build their portal out in the open? But, you know, it might happen. So things get a little bit more difficult here because there's no blocks around to place your this line on. So, again, cover the whole thing. And I'll show you how to get out of this one. Okay, variation number 4. So again, the beginning is the same as always. Do this. So at this point you try and break out from the side. And you see this lava there, which is no good, so you try and place blocks. And oh dear, there's nowhere to place your blocks against. So what are you going to do? Well, the way I like to do it is first break this obsidian here, and be careful because lava may drop from here. If it does, you need to be ready to block it off. And yeah, let's say this obsidian isn't here, and the lava tries to fall down, you need to be ready to block it off, and then you need to make a you need to take out this block here to make certain the lava can drop down. Okay. Now come over here. Now this is the point I like to use my piston. I'm pretty sure there are ways to escape from this without using a piston, but I like the piston. It makes everything much easier. So you just do this. You go ahead and put a ceiling out. What's... Oh, you son of a bitch. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. When you're pulling the lever, sorry, when you're placing the block, always place it above you. And when you're pulling the lever, don't hold the cobblestone in your hand or step closer to it, because as you saw just then, I tried to place the cobblestone on the lever because I was shifting, and it put it in my head and pushed me out, and I almost died. So, have to be quite careful. But anyway, you push out a few, and eventually, if you pushed out enough, you can get rid of the lava like this. These ones will eventually disappear on their own, actually. Or maybe not. Usually these bottom ones will disappear, but I guess they don't want to. So what you can do is pour water on them, and then get rid of them like that, and there you go. And we're out, and you use your water bucket to get down. Okay, so other than the screw up I made there, it's completely possible to escape from that. Okay, that was variation number 4. There's one other one I can show you. Again, floating above the in the sky. Now, what if someone builds the portal and then puts a little lip here, like this, so that the lava will flow into the portal when you break it. This one's quite annoying. It's actually there's just one other thing that you need to know how to do. So let me show you. Again, lava all over it. Okay, variation number 5. We begin again, same way. Now, with this one, the cobblestone, or rather the lava flows in, and cobblestone goes there. You try to dig your way out the side. Unfortunately, when you try and place blocks, you can't, or you can, but you can only place them there. Bad place to place it. You don't really want that one there, or that one. So how you get out of this one is you carefully look over here, break a block, and you break each of the blocks so that when you break this block, the lava doesn't flow in. And you can now break your way out the same way as before. I've lost my piston, but you place your piston here and yeah, exactly the same. Push your pistons out and you can get out. So that is all of the variations in the overworld that I'm aware of anyway. There's one last one that we need to cover, and that is, what if someone has poured the lava over the Nether Portal in the Nether? So let's go do that. Okay, we pour the lava over the Nether Portal in here, and I'll just go back through. Okay, so one final rule that you should follow when playing UHC: when going through a Nether Portal from the overworld into the Nether, always take a lava bucket and cobblestone or a block of your choice on your hotbar before you go into the portal. It needs to be on your bar. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we are trapped in the Nether Portal in the Nether. Hell biome, brilliant. So, this is by far the most difficult variant to escape from. I have actually died a couple of times trying to record this. And the reason it is because, well, firstly, you can't place water. So the only way to break the portal is with a lava bucket, which you need to place basically at your feet, across from you, and then you need to jump and place a cobblestone block directly underneath yourself. So you have to be very, very quick. So let's see if I can do it without dying. There we go. So you place the lava, switch to cobblestone, jump and place underneath you. But that's not the only reason it's so difficult. The other reason is because lava flows much quicker in the Nether than it does in the overworld. So if you try and break your way out like this, basically, and by placing blocks, the lava will flow in too quickly and you will die. So I would recommend you break this obsidian here and replace it with a cobblestone. Break this one here. If the lava flows in, you have to replace it, and then break the blocks underneath like we did with the one of the floating variants. And then you need to break these blocks so you can get down. And I would always use your piston for this one. So place your piston and escape using the piston, the same way we do with the floating portal in the overworld. And the reason you do this is just so... Oh, I almost killed myself then. It's just so the lava cannot flow in and kill you. Because it does flow very quickly, surprisingly quickly, actually. Anyway, let's try breaking this one. Good. Now, you can't place water to get rid of this lava here. It's a real pain. So I guess what you have to do is either drop gravel or push out another line of piston. Now, if you've only brought one piston with you to the Nether, you're kind of screwed. Nah, you're not entirely screwed. What you can do is... oh, what have I done? You can try and place blocks down there. If that doesn't work, maybe like this. Try and get a floor, and slowly work your way out, like so. So it is possible, but it is tricky. And you may die. Oh, no, yep, see how quickly that flowed? Whoops, not being careful enough here. There we go. Oh, and lava also flows a lot further in the Nether, so you have to be extra careful. So you have to push the piston out even further than you do in the overworld. I'm basically out now, I think. Here we go. Oh, last bit of lava here, that won't go away. And I'm out. So, this is definitely the most difficult one to escape from. As you saw, I even got hit a couple of times there, where I wasn't being careful enough. Okay then guys, that is all I have to say on the Nether Portal. The Nether Portal trap. If anyone thinks they know a variant of this trap that is completely inescapable, I would like to see it, please. So leave a comment with a link. And I hope this was helpful to someone playing Ultra Hardcore or some other PvP game. And I'll see you guys later.